The Gnomeregan raid's fourth boss is the Electrocutioner 6000. This boss is located in the southernmost corner of Gnomer. Going down the elevator, you enter into this room with a big mechanism in the center, surrounded by gnomes, and the Electrocutioner is going to be wandering around here. You want to fully clear out at least one of the sides, but we recommend just fully clearing out everything before picking up this boss. This is a one tank boss that requires 2 or possibly even 3 healers. He has 3 main effects. The first effect is Decombobulation Protocol. This is an AoE knockback that hits all players, knocking them away from him. Next up is Magnetic Pulse. This is a debuff that goes onto one player. They'll begin sparking out blue electricity around them, and after a short delay, they'll start pulling allies towards them and dealing damage to them. This player needs to move away from everybody else and wait out the debuff. This is most often cast on melee targets, but occasionally it will be cast on a ranged target. Finally, Static Arc. The Electrocutioner blasts the furthest target away from him with damage, which then chains to the 2 nearest allies to that target. Everybody hit by Static Arc gains a debuff that increases the damage dealt by Static Arc by 500%. This means that you have to have 2 separate groups getting hit by the arc, rotating back and forth, or else people are going to start dying. The main strategy of the boss is to hold the boss with the tank's back facing towards a wall. Then split your group up with half of the group to the left and half of the group to the right. The healers should be the furthest out, standing a distance behind their groups. When Static Arc casts, it should cast on one of the healers, blasting the healer as well as 2 other targets on that side of the boss. At that point, that healer should move in to the rest of their group, and the healer on the opposite side should move out. This will alternate which side gets blasted by the boss, constantly rotating between the left and right side. This is the main way to deal with this boss if you have less than 6 ranged targets. Now, a lot of groups have found to just have 6 ranged targets can make this boss a lot easier, stacking both groups on the same side, and instead just having 3 members be in the back and 3 members be in the front, and whenever the zap goes out, those 2 groups swap sides. There is a lot of damage going on in this fight, and it's often recommended for there to be a third or off healer. Oftentimes, the off tank that is not needed in this boss is going to be able to throw out some heals and help everything keep stable. The player that gets Magnetic Pulse needs to be careful to stay close enough to the boss that they are never ending up being the target of Static Arc. If you move too far and you get blasted, that can have very unintentional chains from the Static Arc that will end up killing players. Once you have this rotation of Static Arcs figured out, you should have everything you need to take down this boss. I'm Zete Fresh with Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.